Hello there, everybody. It is me, Nonymon4, back with Rule the Waves 3 as France. It is currently April of 1950, and we are at war with Germany and Italy for, at this point, 16 months. Last turn, we managed to sink an Italian cruiser as a German cruiser ran away. Unfortunately, I did have to close the game, so I cannot check the turn messages. I was curious if the ship scuttled is up, but I think if it had, it would have said so. And actually, if I looked in sunk ships, I imagine it would say scuttled somewhere, and it would have been one of the CAs. So I don't think it was. Seems like they probably. Oh yeah, no, they have a possession there. I thought they didn't have any possessions in West Africa. That was just me being stupid then. Um. All right. So I am thinking about trying to start doing an invasion in 1 to 2 months. One thought right now is I probably don't need all these battle cruisers in service because Germany has there's 4 enemy capital ships in service right now. I like the elite crew. Oh, I was hoping I could do the mothball to halt her reconstruction. No, I'll leave it for now with the 14 inchers still active, but I am really, really considering dropping these down into the reserve fleet at some point. I want to see if I could do that to halt the reconstruction like I did in Strasbourg and Aquitaine. But, doesn't allow me to. Okay, fine. I think I already set everything up for this turn. Other than I did want to rename the air formations on Foudre. So if I look at all the squadrons, okay, 83. So change name, Flotil 8.f, copy that, before 5, 6. Maybe I'll look at, I think this is how these work, but maybe at some point I'll have to take another look at them and just make sure I'm still getting that right. But anyway, new carrier squadrons have proper names. We're gonna get two of these little 300-ton minesweepers in service. Did we get more? Kinda. I don't know if I'll keep him in Northern Europe or move him where. We'll get Leon Gambetta back. I know Forbin's gonna take a while to rebuild. Henri the Fourth's. Those aren't getting done this war, I don't think. I think those are just gonna remain halted. Low priority of finishing those. Much more important to get Lafayette done. Although it is possible that Lafayette will get halted for an invasion of a territory. But, getting the full carrier fleet active I think is going to be very, very, very important. And I'm going to be able to get another one active again here very, very shortly. And then hopefully another one not too long after that. We'll be back up to full carrier strength here pretty quickly. Battleship-wise, most are in Northern Europe too. Okay, these 4 don't count, but most are in Northern Europe. I do have 3 in the Mediterranean. That should be enough to counter Italy, and most in Northern Europe to try to counter and blockade Germany. I think that's fine. At some point, I might try to deploy more to the Med, but oh well. Um, I'll probably move more to the Med when I want to do an invasion, but I want to knock out, at the very least, I want to try to knock out Germany's carrier force first, or Italy's carrier force, one of the two. And then I think we go for an invasion. Cruiser battle up in the Dogger Bank. That's risky, but they decline. Convoy defense out here. I don't know why I'm looking at my iPad. Expected enemy force, 1 CL3 destroyers. Exceeds the command check. You can rearrange your forces and add a ship. We have no carriers. So I can add Toulouse. I can add France. I can add Clemenceau. I would be strongly considering Clemenceau of those. Um, yeah. Let's add her. Unless there's something I'm missing here. I think we throw Clemenceau in because she's 27 knots and does have the more missiles. Actually, let me just check. Oh, she's slowed down to 26. No wonder those aren't in the battle. They're slower ships. But Normandy, oh, Normandy's also slowed down to 26. So it really doesn't matter if I add France or Clemenceau. Toulouse would be the fastest of those ships, though, going 28 knots. There's some real consideration to add her instead, rather than another 26 knot battleship. Toulouse doesn't have missiles. Ah, God, I'm trying to figure out which capital ship to bring in. If it's better to bring in Toulouse or better to bring in Clemenceau. I'll bring in Clemenceau. Get the two sisters in there. Okay, we get a single defensive minefield. And if that's one of the new corvettes, then that's 4 mines, so not great. Attack enemy ships in general, because we're actually in a good position to do that out over here, where Germany really can't respond. So, yeah, they're gonna... Oh yeah, it's a convoy defense. That's excellent. Yeah, you guys form up in Battle Division 1. It's core group. Actually, no. You guys are a separate division, right? No, you're not. Wait, what? Your lead formation is Ruin. You're not independent. You're not... Form on Devastation as a core. There we go. I don't know what was going on there. Battle gen being weird. Okay. Recon flights are taking off. We have target spotted. Go full speed and run them down. We don't know what these are. We have so far CA spotted. Actually, you guys squad max turn in. You guys, yeah, stay turned in. Squad max view is 26 knots. We have apparently been spotted by enemy aircraft, but I'm not super concerned. And I'm gonna wait until those guys fully turn around. That is an enemy battlecruiser. Or at least ID'd as one. Are we correct? We are correct. Enemy battlecruiser. 2 enemy battlecruisers spotted. Oh, this is an excellent opportunity. Who can we fire more missiles at? We can fire more missiles at that guy, but he's kind of charging us. 26 missiles fired. Everyone else fire at this guy. 4 missiles fired. Everyone who can launch missiles right now, fire them. 8 missiles fired. That's their battleship. Sully, Ob, try to fire. You guys pitch south. You guys kind of start going north. You guys kind of start going south. Actually, how many of these are all forward? These are all forward, so they can stay forward. These are all forward. I can chart. It's probably not the best idea to charge because then I'm shooting over my own ships, but I can stay pointed in. Nice, nice shooting, nice shooting. Oh, that was probably a lower end hit. That's a cripple. That is definitely a cripple. Foudroyant and Ruin are definitely going to be the two weakest ships here, but like, man, this is... I'm sitting here right now with 6 battleships and 2 battlecruisers. Germany can't match this. Already, that is a crippled battleship and a battlecruiser that's running away. And good news is that the fire is pretty well split. Unfortunately, we don't have any aircraft in this battle. I would like to get a good carrier battle against Germany at some point, but oh well. We have another division moving down here. Unsure what they are. I'm going to divert a little bit to avoid potential of torpedoes. Thuringen looks like she's crippled at this point. Thuringen class. Yeah, heavy damage on fire. We have a limited number of missiles we can fire. I would want to put them into the Hertha, but I don't think we have good targets on her. I think right now we need to prioritize shooting the Hertha more. Because that is crippled and probably going to sink, honestly. Like a good destroyer attack puts her down. Drorian's missile launchers are reloaded. Yep, okay. Enemy battleship sunk. Okay. You guys need to start coming in over this way. Devastation missile launcher hit, not great. Do we have a good shot on this BB yet? To just try to clear as many missiles as I can. Okay, we have hit. That's probably a destroyer, and then that's the battlecruiser, and I don't know what these are. Nice, another good missile hit. Another missile hit in the Hertha class. 6 missiles fired. Excellent. We have a destroyer going to rescue survivors right now. Yeah, you guys kind of divert a little bit to the... Actually, you guys kind of stay there. Enemy ship CL hit by a missile. Hertha class, Floret, and yeah, these two have missiles. Damn it, they can't fire. What are these? So we've identified that as these as cruisers. Rouen can shoot at one of them. And I think Rouen will. Actually, if you guys can retarget one of those, like that ship. Dionville is hit by a torpedo. So they fired torpedoes at us. Must have torpedo defense then. But yeah, that's concerning. Let's do a swerve down south. You guys really need to target that battle cruiser division. You guys start swinging more up north. Especially see if you can knock that destroyer over there out. So that destroyer is crippled. Droint can fire, Sully can fire, launch. 16 missiles fired. Still don't know what these are, but if that's a destroyer group, the rest of those might be destroyers. Come on. Retarget on Hertha. Yeah, retarget on that Hertha class. So, good news is that destroyer is dead. We've hit the enemy battleship with the torpedo. I'm gonna kind of cut this group behind. Although, Can get a couple more missiles in. Good, another hit. Another strong missile hit. We have this destroyer trying to run away. Or she was trying to run away. Now she's kind of coming back around, so... Yeah, I'm gonna... Oh, the Hertha class is dead. The Hertha class is dead. Sink that remaining destroyer. Chase south. Chase south. So which of the... We are shooting her. We are shooting her. That's good. We're shooting the other one too, mostly. Do we have any ID on what these are? One of them was ID'd as a destroyer originally. Oh yeah, heavy damage at this point. Yep. Making sure that the crippled battleship is indeed sinking. Do we have any targets on whatever these are? Out of range, and everyone's out of missiles. Admiral Ob has a missile on her, but oh well. Looks like Ladgel's being shot at. We're mostly shooting up that one. They're not really hitting the retreating destroyer. I don't know what these are. What are they? Is that another battle? Oh my god, did we just find another... Is that another battleship? No, that's a enemy cruiser. Okay, I figured out what's going on. The destroyers for this cruiser group spawned up here, or somewhere up here. So they traveled all the way down. That's what happened. Looks like those destroyers are gonna try to kind of... No, they're gonna come around on us, so we need to do this sort of maneuver. Yeah, that's a flotilla attack right there. So they're gonna get their torpedoes away, which will be very annoying. And then the way to counter it is to bring the... Come on. Bring the ships around. Okay, Thionville limits flooding from her earlier torpedo hit. Unfortunately, this really slows us down. But it doesn't slow us down as much as taking a torpedo hit. I'm really hoping that whatever hit we did on that cruiser, really slowed it down. Or that, that additional 14-inch hit really slowed her down. So now we gotta get a good positive ID on the enemy CA. Yeah, I'm gonna split east a little bit here. Although it looks like those, I'm presuming two destroyers are kind of doing like a back and forth to predict our movement. So because of that, I'm gonna order a split west. Do I have any missiles we can fire? Ob's out of range. Okay. Once again, another split east. Looks like the Hansa class is dead in the water, probably sinking. Yep, sinking. That Mo is that Mo class is gonna rescue survivors. So, split east around the Hansa, I think is the call right here. Hope that we can shoot up that destroyer rescuing survivors and try to target these two. As our destroyers come down to try to intercept. Okay, we got a Danzig and a Regensburg class. Those are the targets. All battleships target the cruiser division. Hold on, hold on, hold on. That is a destroyer within range of my capitals. That's not great. Or within torp range of my capitals. Which, yeah, makes me very, very worried. Le Fantastique has been shot up. It looks like we are struggling to deal with this destroyer. I think now is the moment to turn in... What is this armed with? Orangers. Actually, you know, the Indomitable's doing an okay job, it looks like. Fantastique's launching torpedoes at the enemy destroyer. Those aren't gonna do shit. Okay, you guys turn in. Sometimes it does feel like I'm having a little bit of difficulty. I'm getting these guys aligned. Why are they charging? Why are they charging us? Okay. Swerve. That destroyer could get torpedoes at us, which is a big worry right now. But we need to hit these cruisers. I'm really hoping that this destroyer has just already expended its torpedoes due to how active it's been in these fights. But yeah, seriously. Target those guys. Don't target the Hansa. Actually, swerve down south again, because we're kind of coming up on a weird angle on this destroyer. And she isn't yet sinking. I don't feel comfortable swerving off in this direction until I have confirmation that that destroyer is indeed sinking. But I think I've delayed this too long. We got to do it now. Okay. Yeah, nobody's got good missile targets on the two light cruisers. Sure. You can stop and recover float plane, even though it is maybe a little critical. Got two destroyers up here, so the two remaining Mo class. On these two CAs, we don't really have any targets yet. Actually, you guys, can I take manual control and have you guys just run these cruisers down? Does seem like we're on average faster, and I don't know why. The Danzig class, the other CL, we really don't have good targets on. Gunville's moving back down. She is definitely slowed at this point, but not like any significant danger of sinking. And no available parting shots. Let's go fast, run it a few turns. Sure. Yeah, fine. Everyone's slowing down. Okay. I think the decision at this point is to head back up north at about 24 knots. And rendezvous with the main fleet. Battle's over. Unless, if those guys are actually going to charge us down, though, I will run them. If they're going to come back this way, then, like, I mean, we'll be able to shoot them at night, I imagine. Yeah, okay. So they're kind of coming back at us a little bit here. They might have better radar if they're scoring hits earlier. Although, you know, they aren't having to aim, 14, 16, and 17-inch guns like we are. But yeah, if they're gonna do this, like, I'll gladly take the fight. Like, what, they have at best 6-inch guns. Um, we've just scored, that's a 16-inch, 5-inch, which is pretty comparable, and a 9-inch. Yeah, I don't think that they liked that. They were trying to come, might have been trying to rendezvous with other forces, or I don't know why they decided to just drive straight into us. It's like, oh, there's radar contacts over there. I wonder what they are, despite having previously spotted, 2 battle cruisers and 6 battleships. But, if you're gonna do this, I will happily chase. Um, we are within torpedo range, which appears that we've slowed at least one of them enough to catch up. Stay behind them, slow down. Can we launch any missile salvos? No, we can't. Oh, now we can. Damn it. Nobody's within range. I would need... Problem is I need these guys. So at this point, go and be a screen rather than a scout force. Yeah, we're rapidly catching up on this ship. Okay, so she's done that maneuver, which might allow her to get torpedoes off at us, which means I'm going to swerve away. But now she's coming back around. That's a kill. That's probably a kill. I'll do a wide berth. Or a little bit of a wider berth here. As I am presuming we have just absolutely murdered that, cruiser. Yeah, the Regensburg class is gone. Got one more enemy cruiser to sink. Can we hit? Ob, fire! Damn it, Ob. You guys need to catch up. We've hit the sinking carrier. The fact that she's visible means, yeah, she's on fire. All battleships slow down to 24 knots. Try to stay behind. Slow down to 20. Try to stay behind. Okay. Split behind, do a hard pull. And speed up. Although I'm not going to be able to keep these guys inside. Oh! Rudder jam. Yeah, completely. That's a rudder jam. That's gotta be a rudder jam. She might have fired torpedoes at us, though, which makes... She's sinking. Excellent. Alright, run up north to transport squadron, then. Good haul for the day. Okay. Go 20 knots. You guys go back under AI control. Till Danzig class hit by a torpedo. I'll go 22 knots. Okay. Fortunately, I would like to end the battle sooner, and right now we're still engaged because our destroyers are deciding to torpedo this very, very sinking light cruiser. Alright, make your way north to the convoy. It'll be over as soon as It'll be over soon. Yeah, there we go. So we lose a merchant to an enemy submarine, but man, do the Germans lose a lot harder. I don't know why they thought that would work, but for whatever reason, they thought it would work. Let me just post this photo. I'll just do it there. Okay. Air details wise, they had 4 floatplane scouts as operational losses. So I'm assuming that those floatplane scouts were launched, turned around, went back to the ships they were supposed to go to, and said ship was beneath the ocean. So we have sung, or we sang, Schließen, Hertha, Hansa, Regensburg, Hameln, Z78, Z80, and Falk. We lose the merchant 8, and there's some damage to Devastation, Thionville, Z81 Mo, and Lagel. So probably some hits. Yeah, it does look like there's potentially some other ships I'll have to check out in terms of hits too. So, Schließen. This is the battleship of the Thuringen class, so... Oh god, there we go. Heavy missile, turret L hit, turret disabled, Normandy. Heavy missile, fore aft all hit, fire starter, Normandy. Heavy missile, superstructure hit, splinters, perforate optics, Dugois Trois. Heavy missile, hull hit, Latouche Treville. Heavy missile, engine room hit, non-pen. Or belt non-pen from the Anvil. Engine room hit, turret A hit, turret disabled, Latouche Treville. Heavy missile, superstructure hit, splinters, perforate optics, fire starter. Oh, Oh, Bussier. And then it looks like Foudroyant Devastation just kind of start laying in there. She's got 7 fire, or 7 fire, 8 fire if that's a reduction, and 275 flooding. Yep, that did a number on her. Superstructure fire spreads from Devastation. So yeah, the 17-inch, 16-inch hits are starting to lay into her, but it doesn't look like they're really getting through her armor particularly well. 4F tall, superstructure hit, radar repaired. Oh, there we go. There's a good belt pen from 17-inch shell from Devastation. 4F tall from Foudroyant, turret disabled, 4F tall from Devastation. 16-inch secbat hit, engine room hit, 4F tall hit. 16-inch belt extended. Engine room hit, turret disabled, 8-inch superstructure hit, splinters perforate uptakes from Admiral Ob. 16-inch turret fire reduced by damage control, 12. Fire's raging out of control, ship abandoned. I really, really, really enjoyed that Admiral Ob is still, that's a 50-year-old ship, and she's still taking, well, a 51-year-old ship at this point, and she's still taking a part in her favorite pastime of sinking German battleships. 16-inch near miss Normandy, 8-inch hull hit Admiral Ob, 16-inch secbat hit fire spreads in Normandy, 16-inch, yeah, okay. So this is after she's sinking. Everyone's still laying into her, making sure that this ship absolutely goes down, a little bit of involuntary target practice, if you will. I mean, we get a chance, like, we get a battle and we get a chance to do a SINKEX during it. Why not? Involuntary SINKEX. There we go. Yeah, everyone kind of just made sure that that ship's sinking. Hertha! So we only get 1 missile hit in her. And that seems to be a little bit later on. That's from Dugois Trois. It looks like missile near miss from Ob. I really want Ob to score missile hits on battle cruisers and battleships, because that's always funny. 16 secbat hit, hull damage Normandy. Yeah, starting from the top. So supercharge hit, belt extended. So we were hitting her at first. You get a couple 17-inch hits. Looks like only really that belt extended does anything. Destroyed her bridge, so our commander dies. From Richelieu, superstructure splinters perforate uptakes. Or commander maybe dies. But, the AI ships don't actually have commander. 17-inch near miss from Richelieu, turret disabled from Normandy, superstructure hit, all hit deck extended and belt extended, all from Alsace. Does limit the flooding heavy battery or main battery scores a hit on devastation. So one of her 16-inch bells does strike us. Takes the heavy missile from E112 with another near miss from Admiral Lob. Deck extended Richelieu. Fire is reduced by damage control, so she's not badly on fire from the missile. At 17-inch superstructure pass-through hit from devastation. Engine room hit bounces off the deck from Normandy. Far-aft hull from bar. Superstructure hit damage hull from devastation. It looks like devastation's doing a lot. She is cutting the fire down though. 17-inch hull hit and superstructure hit. 16-inch superstructure hit belt upper. 17-inch hull hit belt pen. Missile near miss from Ruin. All hit belt pen from Alsace. All hit from Sully and a near miss from Sully. Oh god, the flooding. 16-inch critical hit, electric power disabled. Oof. Yeah, there we go. Although, she was sinking 2 minutes later, so she was already doomed at that point. That was probably when I said, okay, she's dead, was when the electric power got disabled. But 2 turns later, she'd be dead anyway, as another belt extended hit. The 17-inch belt extended from devastation. Superstructure belt upper deck extended splinters damage hull. Ooh, 17-inch belt pen from devastation. That's probably what did her in. Superstructure fire spreads. Superstructure belt upper deck extended splinters damage hull fire spreads. So that probably helped too. The final shots from Jean Bar and devastation. Ship sinking, and then we get the involuntary SINKEX. I mean, for us, it's not involuntary, but for them, it's involuntary. Impromptu SINKEX, maybe. "17-inch fore-aft hull hit from..." Okay, so this is a German cruiser Hansa. 17-inch fore-aft hull hit, devastation. 17-inch critical hit belt extended, saltwater and feed tanks, machinery disabled from devastation. Yeah, fourth hull and then that, yeah. No wonder we ran her down so easily, because she should have been able to outrun us. Not when her machinery's disabled. They do get it repaired, but it's not going to be a permanent repair. She's probably slower than us at this point. Yeah, 17-inch turret disabled, turret destroyed. 17-inch turret destroyed, 16-inch turret flash fire. 2 turrets burnt out. Turret A. So we hit her forward turret, or Normandy hit her forward turret with 16-inch shell, and both of them were destroyed. And 14 minutes later, Foudroyant strikes her rudder. She does get that repaired. 17-inch superstructure hit splinters damage. Or perforate uptakes. I don't know how the ship's still afloat at this point after suffering both a machinery disabled hit and a turret flash fire. Let deck up, but she still was. But yeah, we just kind of start laying into her. Super in turret X hit pen from Normandy, belt extended from one. Doesn't have a lot of flooding at this point. Fore-aft hull from Run. Hull deck pen from Normandy, critical hit saltwater centers feed tanks, machinery disabled from Normandy. So second time that's happened. Another deck extended hit and she's just sinking. I think it was all these deck hits that were really doing her in, and she gets to take a part in the involuntary SINKEX. The SINKEX of opportunity. That's the episode title. SINKEX of opportunity. I like that. Regensburg, 17-inch. Wow! She bounced a 17-inch hit off of her deck. This is a light cruiser. Good job. But, the two Trevilles laying into her. The two Trevilles laying into her. Admiral Ob's getting in. Aircraft catapult hit from Alsace. She does launch an underwater torpedo at us. It was right to be concerned about torpedoes, but only an underwater. Interesting. No, they had broadside swivel mounts. Sorry, I thought that was underwater. She does have actual swivel mounts. I was like, why would they be underwater torpedoes at this time? They're not. I'm being stupid. Just launch a torpedo at us. 5-inch waterline hit, 17-inch SECBAT hit, 9-inch superstructure hit, splinters damage hull, fire started. SECBAT hit, superstructure hit, superstructure forward hull, superstructure hit, miss. 14-inch belt pen, 17 forward hull, 16-inch superstructure hit, belt upper, fire spreads from Normandy, 17-inch turret disabled from devastation, high speed flooding detaches because of heavy flooding, high speed increases flooding, 17-inch belt upper. Fire spreads, 2 5-inch belt pens from Ruin. I'll hit belt pen from Devastation. She launches a torpedo at us, so I was right to be dodging. 5-inch from Devastation, and she just sinks. And, yeah. SINKEX of opportunity. Making sure our gunnery crews are well trained. Helm! 8-inch, turret A hit, near miss. Didn't hit belt. I think in real life, honestly thinking about it now, in real life, the SINKEX of opportunity is probably the German cruiser Blucher. Actually, that applies to both German cruisers Blucher, right? Both the World War One and Two Bluchers. I mean, the second one would have been the SINKEX of opportunity for a coastal battery, but still. Um, actually, no, not World War One Blucher. Maybe not the World War Two Blucher, but World War One Blucher definitely. 17-inch. Not quite doing what I want to be doing here. Yeah, 17-inch critical hit conning tower. Hit from Jean Bar. Super hit from Foudroyant. Hall passer from Du Goitois. Stack bat hit fire started. Jean Bar. Uh, doing much there. 14-inch superstructure hit splinters damage perforate uptake, so that's how we're able to catch up. Near miss. Fire spreads. Some additional hits which don't seem to be doing much. 4 tall. All pass through. These are a lot of 4, 5, 6-inch hits here. Looks like Sekbat from everything. Maybe even Tershbat on some of these. Are reduced by damage control. Sekbat hit. High speed increases flooding. Sekbat hit. Engine room hit. Belt pen from Devastation. Devastation's really the MVP of this battle. Sekbat hit. Rudder damage from Jean Bar. Jean Bar's done a good job too. But it really seems to be Devastation as the MVP. All hit belt pin. All hit belt pin from Alsace, Rouen, and Richelieu. With Alsace and Richelieu scoring the 17-inch hits. Super belt upper, waterline hit belt pen from Alsace, belt pen from Foudroyant. Superstructure hit bridge destroyed, so Le Malin's getting involved there. Or bridge damaged, that's not destroyed. Superstructure belt upper Le Malin, 3-inch 4 aft hull from Le Malin, 14-inch superstructure pass through from Foudroyant. So this must be when we're catching up to her. Because I can tell, because the destroyer's getting involved. Hull hit deck, near miss, 14-inch belt pen from Foudroyant, 5-inch engine room belt pen from Rouen, and then the, impromptu SINKEX starts. We get to train all of our gunners, and it really looks like the Le Fantastiques are, getting involved a lot, because, I'm seeing terrible Le Fantastique, L'Indomptable, Le Hardy, Le Malin was up there, triumphant. Yeah, they got a lot of practice this battle. I'm curious to see what the crews are on those auto-loading 6-inch armed destroyers. Alright, Z-78, heavy missile, turret A hit, turret disabled, fire started, CL Thionville. Limits flooding, radar disabled, heavy missile, super fire spread, splinters damage machinery, Sekbat guns knocked out, DD Harpun, fire spreads, 5-inch near miss from Alsace, 4-inch near miss from Richelieu, 5-inch 4 tall from Devastation, heavy missile, Sekbat guns or some stuff destroyed from DD Fleuret, and then everyone, or Fleuret, I don't know if that's Fleuret or Fleuret sounds right. Yeah, and then everyone just lays into her. So much gunnery practice. No. So much, effectively a SINKEX on these sinking German ships. Wow, I already forgot what I'm going to title this episode. It wasn't involuntary SINKEX. It was like the third one I said, and I'm trying to remember what it was. SINKEX of opportunity. That was it. 5-inch belt pen. That's what all these are. God, my memory's not doing great if it took me that long to remember that. Although I'm also having to constantly talk. But yeah. 5-inch hull hit from Devastation. 6-inch Sekbat hit from Thionville. 5-inch near miss. 6-inch near miss. Yeah, it looks near misses. Super hit from Jean Bar. Richelieu's getting involved. Devastation there. Critical fire control damage from Alsace, Thionville. Sekbat hit from Du Goitois. Goitois getting a little bit involved. Torpedo tubes hit. Two That's the same torp tube, but it looks like two hits went into it. One from E112, one from Thionville. Miss, hull damage by splitters. All hit belt extended. Dugois torp tubes. Third hit into those torp tubes from La Perceau. Cinch hull hit deck extended. Limits flooding. Super hit. Near miss. Radar repaired. Limits flooding 7. Sinking through progressive flooding. And it looks like Lahardy gets involved. Or Lahardy, the triumphant, indomitable user as a target practice a little bit. Just for Falk. 5 into miss, 4 off hull hit. Turret hit, turret destroyed from the Indomitable. She does launch torpedoes at us. Critical rudder damage from Le Fantastique. 3-inch engine room hit, which goes straight through. A high explosive from Le Fantastique. Really, that's probably a good shot. The Terrible, or the Terrible, I don't know, gets involved. Le Fantastique's getting involved. Yeah, it looks like Le Fantastique, Le Terrible, or the Terribly Indomitable. Yeah, they're just kind of mauling her. Um, I think this was a good investment. These destroyers were a good investment, looking at how much they are they absolutely wrecked this German destroyer. Looks like the Mullins also trying to get involved, but that's a near miss. Lagel gets a good hit in there too with the 6-inch. Get the Secbat kind of starting to open up from Rennes and Normandy. But that's a lot of near misses in a row. So yeah, so the battleships start getting involved. 16-inch into a turret. That turret is just gone. Or should be gone. Probably already destroyed at that point, but whatever remained of that turret has just flown off the ship at that point. Or maybe there's just like a 16-inch hole in. No, that's a high explosive shell. That turret is debris now. 4-inch near miss. Turret B hit, turret 10 from Normandy. Harpon's getting involved. Lagel's getting involved. Richelieu's getting involved. Lagel's getting more hits. Fourth hit on. Is that. No, this is a different ship, sorry. So, torp tubes get hit. Normandy's getting involved more. Other 16-inch 16-inch high explosive belt extended hit from Clemenceau. That's not going to do good things to her. 4-inch superstructure hit. 4-inch belt extended. Belt pin, deck pin from Harpon. Also seeing an engine hit belt pin, deck pin from Normandy with HE. 6-inch superstructure splinters perforate uptakes near miss. 5 tall turret destroyed. Torp tubes hit from Rouen. She's sinking and, SINKEX of opportunity. Yep. Is that all the kills? That's all the kills we got. So Devastation took a couple hits. So we take a 16-inch hit to a missile launcher from the battlecruiser Hertha. 6-inch hit 6-inch high explosive hit from the destroyer Z81 to the top of turret A, which doesn't do anything, and a 5-inch hit to one of her missile launchers from battlecruiser Hertha. So two of her missile launchers got destroyed, but I think they might have fired all their missiles. I don't know. Thionville takes a single torpedo that would be from Z80. It does, survive. Merchant 8 takes that torpedo at the end of the battle. SS U82, or U82 gets torp into her and she sinks. Did medium damage to Z81. First hits from Devastation, next hits from Devastation, main crew's cut down by splinters from Devastation. Bar Normandy gets some hits in there, and that's kind of it. Light damage to Moe, which is 2 hits from Thionville. And Lagel takes light damage, would be a 6-inch 4 tall hit from Z81. Where something else got hit down here. So you can see the missile hit, or how many missiles were fired, how many of them actually hit. That one's actually only a near miss. Le Fantastique took a couple hits, which would be 2 4-inch hits, it looks like. A turret disabled from Falk and a 4 tall, which I was actually a little concerned at the time, but looking at this now, I shouldn't have been, because it did not significantly damage the ship. And those things just absolutely wrecked face. Normandy takes a medium hit of some description, a 6-inch from Hamel, which now hits the deck and doesn't go through. Oh yeah, Normandy got 3 missile hits. So I'm gonna say, excellent job. Excellent job to all of my ships. Germany did rescue survivors, although 2 of the ships that rescued survivors then proceeded to sink, and only Z-81 got away. So Z-81 was probably the first one. Yeah, the one which was kind of up north, where I was hoping that like Lahardy and stuff. Maybe they did get that one. I don't know. I don't know which one rescued survivors and got away. Uh, it's not gonna say in the log entries for enemy ships. Like you can technically read this log or like log up here and figure out which ships rescued survivors for your end, or which ships rescued survivors from what, which ships rescued survivors from what on your end. But outside of that, you're really not gonna know. Anyway, great battle, great battle. It is very much a result I'll take. Um, they don't achieve their objective, and Germany has been now cut down to, I believe, either a battleship or a battlecruiser at this point. They have 1 heavy capital unit left, or 1 heavy gun arm, 1 heavy gun-based capital unit left. French major victory gained 2 prestige. Battle of Bay of Biscay. We do have to do some repairs, and I think naval aircraft just went up, which is why the monthly balance is a little bit negative, but good news is Boys Below is back in service. Devastation should repair here. Nancy should repair here. 2 corvettes are commissioned in the Navy. Leon Gambetta has finished her reconstruction. Leopard has finished her reconstruction. I'm going to get one of the cruisers back too. New naval aircraft prototypes are ready. Actually, I'll probably order another aircraft before this is out, so they can all carry heavy anti-surface missile things. Bomb load wise, looking at it here, these are equivalent to what I already have in, as long as I don't pick the middle one, they're equivalent to what I already have in service. Max speed is about the same. It's very slow range. I mean, I probably went for reliability with these. Like, I don't need 1,000 kilometers of range. Let's be honest. I think I'd go for this one up here. Okay, we lose a submarine, lose another submarine. Jean Bar is damaged. That's bad. Tremblant has been sunk. Italian ship struck a mine and sank. We lose some merchants. We are gaining victory points for blockade. War weariness in Italy. Still resisting invading Italian troops. We have an edge in electronic warfare, which is good. Aircraft types. We got a lot of light jet fighters in service right now. I'm trying to think, like, what do I want in terms of aircraft? Can't get anything larger than light jet fighters yet. So we could get another dive bomber, trying to make it more maneuverable, or I think for nightcap purposes we get another fighter. Which, I'm thinking about it. If I'm trying to cycle nightcap, which is what this is for, speed, maybe not fire. Yeah, speed and firepower. Get a new fighter, and yeah, the excellent news is we have another carrier back in service, Boys Below, which now means I am operating 10 aircraft carriers, and I am 1 turn away. I'm now 1 turn away from operating 11, and 3 turns away. Hold on, did that speed up? Did that speed up? Maybe not. I don't think it sped up. but I thought that was sort of the. We're only 3 turns away from getting Lafayette back into service too. Like it might hit the this war might hit a point where my full carrier force is active 20 months in. 20 months in to work the carriers up. Or get the carriers up to strength. All right. So she is going to get the same sort of yeah, I think she's going to get the same sort of force that Foudre has. Although no. Copy that air group, paste it there. Honestly on my jet capable carriers, I'm not wanting to be operating like regular fighters. The more I'm thinking about it, so I think that's fine. And let's name these squadrons. So I believe I left off at 90. So, oh no. Flotil 9 dot F 90 or copy that. Dot F. More than 95. And frankly, I think that trying to bomb with light jet fighters is probably going to produce better results than trying to missile attack or torpedo attack with dive bombers. From what I'm seeing, um, and I'm hoping that that'll give me the best chance in a carrier versus carrier battle. Getting the you know, light jet fighters, especially on these larger carriers, going. And of course the dive bombers. I will try to move the dive bombers off of them over to Arromanches and possibly Lafayette. I think those two can actually make better use of those dive bombers. Anyways, I think that is a good point to call the episode outside of, assigning commanders to divisions. Thank you everyone for watching. Links to my Discord. Yeah, links to my Discord as well as the Rule the Waves Discord will be down below. If you want to join either of those, you can join my Discord for notifications on when these videos go live, as well as any live streams I do. And you can go join the Rule the Waves Discord to talk about Rule the Waves. It's officially recognized, but not actually official. The Light Cruiser Group. And once again, I always have to thank Naval Warfare Simulations, Matrix, and Slytherin Games for the free copy of this, and I do think I'm planning on finally giving away that copy I promised for almost a year at this point. A year out. Literally a year out. I think I will be ready. It's been a year. I'll say that. It's been a year. I had the idea. I've wanted to execute it. I wanted to execute it on a live stream, and then I barely live streamed this year. So, like, yeah, that happened. I haven't had much time or justification to do live streams as the primary issue, which is why this series has kept going, despite the live streams really not. So I'll still give information when that happens. A little annoying that Jean Bar is going to be out for so long, but oh well. Honestly, there's a thought that I could just, like, mothball her, because I might not even... One battleship, I might not even need her anymore, like... Just keeps her in reserve. But she is, I mean, she is one of the better capital ships, so... but is that really worth Is it really worth 2.5 to keep her around? Or maybe I build up the cash reserve for a while. And, forget about that. Build up the cash reserve a little bit to allow me to do an invasion. I don't think I need these battleships in heavy service. I do think it's going to be... You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Nancy and Marseille move back to Northern Europe. You are not gonna really be needed anymore, especially with Marseille slowing down. Um, oh, these are elite crew, which is a little annoying, other than Marseille. A little annoying to get rid of the elite crew ones. I will do a little rotation here. Um, refit. They're in the med right now. I kind of want to keep them there. Um, what's a good group of ships to pull off? Um, actually, you know what? You know, Nancy, you stay in the med. Not in the med, in West Africa. Yeah, no, I think I do need to keep her there. Cancel ordered moves. Do a little quick thing. So she stays. I'm gonna move these ships into West Africa instead. So Foudroyant, Rouen, and Toulouse will go down to West Africa. Um, hopefully keep their elite status. Marseille will move back and go into the reserve force. But yeah, that'll give me some cruisers to really counter what Italy's sending down there. And honestly, I think if there's one more move I'm gonna make after that battle, it's I need something else. Let's see. So who's in the med? First battle cruiser. I guess that's second battle division in the med. Also second battle. These two are second battle. They're slower right now. Hello, Devastation. Go to the Mediterranean. There we go. Episode done. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.